learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. how to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Ticket TV's presentation of high school basketball and Sioux Falls Lincoln High School basketball. I am Bruce Andera. We have a good one here for you tonight with the hometown Lincoln Patriots. They are 12-1. They lost the number one ranking list this last week owing to their loss against Mitchell last Friday. They picked up big time beyond that with wins over both T and Watertown. T on Saturday night, Watertown on Tuesday with a big win there. They will be facing the Brookings Bobcats, who are coming into town, coming off of a 79-49 loss, and they have had a little bit of tough luck so far this season. But they are led by Brody McCarty and Bergen Tetzlaff. We'll see if they can provide Lincoln a good challenge here tonight. For the teams in the game here, Sioux Falls Lincoln, as we said, they won this last game against Watertown. I believe it was 75-50. That ran their record to 11-1 on the season. Their average scoring 65.7 and allowing 44.7 points. That's compared to Brookings, who have averaged 50.2 points per game. Field goal percentage, Lincoln has been shooting .471 from the field, .373, 37.3% from three-point land. When you can do that, you can score points in many different ways. The rebounding is about equal, about 30.8 for Lincoln, 30.2 for Brookings. As far as some individual leaders here, Lincoln, they're going to be led by if you've seen us on before, Sam Erickson and Sam DeGroat, the two leading scorers of this team. Sam Erickson is scoring 13.5 points per game, and Sam DeGroat 12.8 points per game. But more than that, they're both 40% from three-point land. Sam DeGroat's also going to be pulling down about 6 boards per game, and getting them the ball. In many cases, is going to be Brody Schaefer, the point guard. As far as starting lineups, Brookings is going to come out this way. Jones Huntemer, Brody McCarty, Jace Bauer, Drew Johnson, Bergen Tetzlaff will be their starting fives. They're all juniors. They're all juniors. They are coached by Mike McCarty. Lincoln is going to come out with 5'11 senior Edison Knoll, 6'3 junior Sam Erickson, 6'6 junior Sam DeGroat, 6 foot sophomore Brody Schaefer, and 6'4 senior Luke Krettengy is the same starting five they've had all season. We're about ready to jump this one up. It's going to be DeGroat, and it looks like Drew Johnson in the center circle, ready to go. The referees are getting ready. The Lincoln Patriots are ready. The Brookings Bobcats are ready. My production team is ready. The fans are ready. I am ready. But folks, are you ready for high school basketball? We're ready to roll here in the Lincoln Gym, and away we go. This will be way back in the backcourt. Brookings will take the opening tip, and we'll see their offense straight away. That goes inside to Bergen Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff going against Kremges. Tetzlaff goes up. That doesn't go. DeGroat pulls down a rebound, and like we said in the open, 6.2 rebounds per game for Sam DeGroat. As we open things here at Lincoln High School, Erickson goes to Kremges. Comes back to Schaefer. Schaefer looking a little bit of a motion offense here. And that's knocked down by Bergen Tetzlaff, and Brookings with the ball again. So box and one defense that we just saw there from Brookings. They're going to try to guard the shooter whenever they can. That one's offline by Jones Huntemer. And rebounded by the offense. Comes back out to Brody McCarty. Drops that one back. That's Jace Bauer looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Gets it down low. This is going to be Bergen Tetzlaff scoring the first 2 points of the game as Brookings takes a 2-0 lead about a minute into the game. Knoll thinks about the three. Passes back to Erickson. Erickson from the top of the key. Yes! Three-pointer for Sam Erickson. He's hitting 40.4 of those on the season. 40.4% of those. And here's Brookings again facing the double team. Gets it down to Brody McCarty. Working against the defense, they'll restart and reset. On the drive, Jace Bauer goes up with that, does not hit. And that's going to go off Kremges and out of bounds. It'll be Brookings' ball. A little bit of a whistle there at the scores table. They got something taken care of, I think, is a shot clock thing. So they'll reset that to 17 to shoot. 6:18 remaining first quarter. 3-2 Lincoln with the lead early on. Pass comes out to Brody McCarty. McCarty scoots around two Lincoln defenders, but a little bit too far under the hoop. Whistle blown, and I believe they're going to get DeGroat with this one. And DeGroat will pick up the first foul of this evening, his first of the game, and Lincoln's first of the quarter. Brookings with the ball underneath. Gets the ball into Drew Johnson. Long cross-court pass as they rotated around to the left side. Inside to Tetzlaff, back over to Bauer. Bauer from the corner. That is not going to go. Krempjes in his big 6'4 frame pulls down that rebound. And Lincoln has the ball again. DeGroat going to try to drive baseline, goes under the hoop, will draw the foul. And he'll go to the line for 2. 5:49 to go. And Bergen Tetzlaff will pick up his first foul, the first for Brookings. Sam DeGroat at the line, 71.8% free throw shooter, one of the better free throw shooters for the Patriots. Has two from the line. He'll hit the first. That's his first point of the game. 4-2 Lincoln with the lead. 5:49 remaining in the first. Second one, that goes around and out, and Brookings with the rebound. Pulled down by, I believe that's Brody McCarty. Brookings wearing the black uniforms with the red numbers and red trim. Lincoln, of course, in their home whites with the light blue. And that one's knocked away by DeGroat and picked up by Krempjes. 2-on-1 the other way, and Krempjes is going to go coast to coast there. 7.2 points per game for him as he makes it 6-2 for the Patriots. Tetzlaff working against Krempjes, kicks it out. Now trying to drive baseline, doesn't have the room is Brody McCarty. He picks up his dribble, kicks it out to the top to Johnson. Johnson thought about the 3 and didn't take it. 12 to shoot. Over to Huntemer. Pass out to the left side, 6 to shoot. This is going to be McCarty. McCarty goes up with a shot. That doesn't go. And DeGroat picks up the rebound, and we go back to the other end of the floor. Erickson. Step back. Over to DeGroat. Down to Krempjes in the left corner. Erickson, and we have Erickson stepped on the sideline. And that will go to Brookings. 4:40 remaining first quarter. 6-2 Lincoln with the lead. Inbound pass comes to Johnson. Lincoln applying a little bit of pressure here on the inbound pass. Going to hurry him across the line where he almost runs into DeGroat. And we have timeout called by the Brookings Bobcats as he has nowhere to go with that ball. First timeout of the game. 4:32 to go first quarter. Lincoln leading 6-2, and the high score so far is going to be number 11, Sam Erickson. He also led the scorers in the game against Watertown, as he had, I believe it was 16 points on that game. He scores 13.5 per game. As we go into Hanneman's huddle here, and right now I think he's just going in here. He's going to draw something up defensively, and right now they've been doing very well containing this Brookings Bobcat squad, even though they're not really paying off on the other end. But after the 30-second timeout, it will be Brookings ball from the sideline, right in front of the Brookings faithful that are seated over there, and a few of the Lincoln parents that are over there. And it looks like DeAndre Painter has come into the game for Krempjes. Brookings sticking with their starting 5. Huntemer out by the the half-court line. Bilal has also come in for Lincoln as well. For Schaefer. That comes out to Bauer. Bauer almost loses control of the ball. Brookings picks it up. That's going to be Johnson putting it up. That's not going to go anywhere, and it will be picked up by DeGroat. Wrestling it away. Painter from 3. That's a spot there on the left side. He doesn't quite hit it. Bilal tries to pull that one down. He doesn't quite pick it up. And now Brookings with the transition the other way. That one goes, and Drew Johnson makes it 6-4. Long pass to DeGroat. DeGroat up with a shot. He gets his own rebound. And jump ball. This one's going to stay with Lincoln. 3:39 to go first quarter. As looks like Schaefer prepares to come back into the game. Isaiah Tier is going to make his first appearance as well. Erickson and Knoll will take a seat. Hanneman, no stranger to using the bench at all times. Leader, when you talk about leader in minutes for this Lincoln team, Sam DeGroat, 25.7 minutes per game. So he roughly only plays about 3/4 of the game. So Hanneman uses his bench quite a lot. As DeGroat is going to step on going to try to drive the baseline, but he's going to draw a foul on that. And picking up the foul there, Jones Huntemer. Second for Brookings, Huntemer's first. Bilal fakes the 3. Now goes to DeGroat. DeGroat out by the top of the key, kicks it out to Painter, and resets to Brody Schaefer. Bilal for three, right side, no. DeGroat pulls down the rebound against three Brookings Bobcats and puts back his own shot for the 2-point basket. That's 3 points now for DeGroat as Huntemer drives the ball up over the half-court line for Brookings. Kicks it back out to McCarty. McCarty, as DeAndre Painter works right through that pick. And whistle goes as they try to kick that ball back out to the top of the key. And I believe Painter is going to pick this one up. So, yeah, Painter's going to pick up the foul. Krempjes will return to the game for Lincoln. Huntemer and Bauer will also take a seat for Brookings as some substitutes will come in for them. And John Kaler, as well as Gavin Smith, will enter the game for the Bobcats. Back out to Kaler. Kaler working against Tier. Kaler tries to drive into the lane, tries to get it to Bergen Tetzlaff, but that ends up out of bounds. Referee's going to discuss it a little bit, and it will go to Lincoln. Now entering the game here, Winston Plummer, a big 6'7" center. Looks a little bit like a defensive lineman over there. That big old frame there. As it will be Drew Johnson taking a seat for the Bobcats. 8-4, Lincoln leads. About 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Krempjes with the ball. Bilal. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer for three from the left side. No. Rebound is going to be a good job boxing out there by the Brookings Bobcats as they pick up that rebound. Gets it across the half-court line. Painter all over him defensively. Finally gets it back out to John Kaler. Kaler going to try to drive right down the middle of the lane, splits the defense, but he has to kick the ball back out to McCarty. McCarty now picks up his dribble, tries to get it over to Gavin Smith, and that ends up out of bounds. Ends up throwing the ball away there, and Lincoln ball. Schaefer bringing it up. He'll be guarded by Kaler. Little quick step there, and Krempjes didn't quite expect that pass, but he does pick up the trash. He does pick up the trash there. Now here's Schaefer with the mishandled ball. Yes, that goes. And that is Brody Schaefer's first 2 points of the night. 10-4 Lincoln. About 1.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. And Lincoln applying the pressure again. This time they spring the ball loose again. Isaiah Tier with a reverse layup. 12-4. Timeout Brookings. That'll be their second timeout. 1:22 to go in the first quarter. 12-4 Lincoln with the lead. And so far, so good for these Lincoln Patriots. They're looking for their 12th victory. They're looking for their 12th victory here tonight with 1:22 to go. They've done very well so far. Let's take a quick peek at the game in Brookings. The Lincoln girls are playing over there, and so far with about 2 minutes left in the first, Lincoln is leading. Zach Wessels and company, they are leading Brookings 6-4 at the moment. Taking a look at a few other games around the state. Let's see what we have reports from. I don't think we have reports from very many. Thursday night's not the most popular night for basketball in the state of South Dakota, but T is playing at West Central, so West Central, they are number 4 in Class A, but they are 12-3. That game, no report from that game so far. That's the only other game going on tonight. Lincoln's going to come back out with their starting 5 as we'll restart play with 1:22 to go. And as we go into Mike McCarty's huddle. Now, Mike McCarty, he's got plenty of basketball experience, and both playing and coaching. He was a star player for the O'Gorman Knights back in the day. He's coached both boys and girls basketball, both in South Dakota and in Wyoming. And so he's second year right now for the Brookings Bobcats. So he's trying to build a program here. Kaler finds some room there, gets it to Winston Plummer. Plummer can't get it. He's going to get his own rebound. He goes back under, gets it, and the foul. 12-6. And the foul goes against Sam DeGroat. That's a second. So DeGroat will take a seat, and Justin Bilal will go in. And the way he's playing, we'll have to see a little bit more, but Winston Plummer, 50% free throw shooter, scores 7.5 a game off the bench, and he makes his third point here, completing the three-point play with a minute to go. But it reminds from way back in the day for that Sioux Falls, Washington, they had a player like that named Matt Rock. And that is going to be Krepke is putting that one in on a layup. Running free down the left side, 14-7. But Matt Rock played very much the same type of game, just kind of bowled his way forward, kind of sat underneath the hoop, got to the line with his body down low, and he was kind of the main scorer back in the 90s. As that one's good there, that is going to be Bergen Tetzlaff, making it 4 points for him, 14-9. Lincoln with the lead. Erickson bringing it up. Lincoln with a 5-point lead, and shot clocks are off. Wide open three from the right side. That doesn't go, as Krempke just doesn't quite hit that. And now Brookings can play for a last shot if they want to. McCarty goes to the hoop and is going to go to the line, as he was hit on his way to the hoop. 8.1 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Krempke will pick up his first foul. That's the team's fourth, but those will reset at quarter break, as Jace Bauer prepares to return to the game for Brookings. First shot is good for Brody McCarty. That's his first point of the night. And I'm going to discuss a few things with his assistants here for the quarter break. Second shot from McCarty. He hits that one as well. And another substitute coming in for, Jace Bauer coming in for McCarty. So Lincoln with one last possession here with 8.1 to go. 3-point lead. And they'll just let this one go all the way up. And Schaefer's going to have to pick that one up, as John Kaler decided to challenge that. And Schaefer's just going to go right to the hoop with it, and he'll hit. That's 4 points for Schaefer, and that will do it for the first quarter. We're at the end of one here at the Lincoln Gym. Lincoln 16-11. We got the quarter break, and we're coming back right after this on Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Welcome back to Lincoln High School. Bruce Andera with you here. It's Live Ticket TV's presentation of Lincoln High School basketball, right here at lincoln.liveticket.tv here on YouTube. We're at the end of we're at the beginning of the second quarter. Lincoln is holding a 5-point lead, 16-11. They've done very well underneath the hoop, being scrappy on the defense. But Brookings, they've done what they can to stay within striking distance here, despite their 0-13 record. As Brookings will have the ball at the beginning of the second quarter. Kicks it out. That's going to be Drew Johnson for three. That's off the front of the rim. Not the greatest three-point shooting team that we've ever seen, but Painter will pick that one up, as Brookings only hits roughly about 27% of their three-point shots. Erickson from the free throw line. That's a little offline. Krempke's tried to pick that one up, but Brookings got to it first. And this is Jones Huntemer. Back out to the top. That's Gavin Smith working against Painter there. That's going to be kicked around and inside. Krempke does a good job of tipping that one away. It was intended for Plummer. And coming into the game now is Brody McCarty, as Gavin Smith will take a seat. 7:11 to go, second quarter. Brookings with the ball under the hoop. Now Brookings had taken 2 timeouts in that first quarter, so they've got 3 left for the game. And we got a little discussion going on at the scores table. Yes, Lincoln should have the possession. They should have the possession arrow. And I think whatever's been happening, it's got worked out. So Brookings with the ball. Kicks it around. That's going to be Johnson. Back out. Huntemer thought about the long 3. Didn't take it. McCarty. 5 seconds to shoot. Finally fires one off, and that's going to be a little bit strong. And Bilal with a big rebound. Brings the ball back to Lincoln. That's going to be Edison Knoll. Knoll fakes right, goes left. Kicks it into Kremtjes, and Kremtjes hits the shot. Kremtjes now has 6 points on the night. 18-11, Lincoln with the lead, and facing the double team there was Jones-Huntemer. Huntemer tried to get the ball back in, and Erickson picked that one off. Got it to Bilal, and Bilal hits, making it 20-11. Bilal now 2 points on the evening, and trying to go up for the floater there is Brody McCarty. He ends up hitting the deck. And Bilal will pick up that foul. So 6:17 to go, second quarter. That's Lincoln's first, and it will be 2 shots on that foul, and the first one does go. So McCarty hits that one. DeGroat comes back into the game. Looks like Isaiah Tear's in. Erickson will take a seat. Kremtjes will take a seat, and Knoll will take a seat. And that will be McCarty hitting the second. Schaefer bringing the ball up 7 for Lincoln. Stops near the top of the key, gets it over to Tear. Tear inside, Bilal up with a shot, and yes, got the members bounce on that one. Bilal now has 4, and that one almost taken away by Tear, but it will be Brookings' ball. 5:55 to go, second quarter. The report we had from the girls' game in Brookings, Lincoln is leading 9-7 at the end of 1. And so this is Jace Bauer. Inside. Now kicks it back out. Huntemer with the 3-point shot. That doesn't go. And Bilal, he just wants everything underneath the hoop there. He does average 2.9 rebounds per game. Tear from the top of the key. Excuse me, that's Painter. Painter hits that one. He can catch fire very easily from outside the arc. 44.7% from 3-point land. He hits that one, so 25-13. Now Brookings with the ball, and this is going to be McCarty from the corner. No. DeGroat picks up the rebound. Schaefer to Painter. Painter's going to crash to the hoop. Gets it, and the foul. 5 points now for DeAndre Painter. And he's been a great scorer from off the bench for Luke Hanneman. And that foul is picked up there by Jones-Huntemer. That's his second, team's first, as it will be John Kaler will come in for him. Painter from the line is almost a 79% free throw shooter. And he hits this one. 15-point lead for Lincoln. And a foul as the ball is inbounded. And I believe they'll get Bilal there as he got him across the body. No, excuse me, it's Painter that's going to pick up the foul. That's his second, team second, as Painter will take a seat. And it looks like Erickson will come back into the game. A little bit of pressure there. Bilal picks that one off. Bilal, thought about going up 1-on-2 there, but he's going to pick up a foul. Or draw a foul, I should say. And Brody McCarty will pick up his first foul. Bilal will go to the free throw line for 2. and he's firing at 87.5%. He doesn't get to the line very often, but when he does, he will make them. Bilal with the first. That one's back off the back of the rim and out. Just as we say that. 5:03 to go, second quarter. 28-13, Lincoln with the lead. And make it 29-13 as Bilal hits that. He's now got 5 points on the night. He normally averages 3.5 per game. Brookings gets around the pressure. Back out. McCarty. McCarty will hit the three. And that's 5 points now for McCarty, leading the Brookings Bobcats. Schaefer working the ball into the lane, goes up, and yes. Makes it 31-16 and a 15-point lead. Schaefer now with 6. Little trap there in the backcourt there. Tier almost knocks that one away. Bauer going to crash in, and yeah, that's going to be a charge. Brody Schaefer draws the charge there as he got bulldozed. Jace Bauer picks up his first foul. It'll be the team's second. And Bilal will come out of the game. As it will be Edison Knoll returning for the Lincoln Patriots, leading by 15. And a foul there on Schaefer's drive. And that's something we saw. That's something we've seen quite a lot this season, but especially since the Mitchell game last Friday, is that Brody Schaefer, you never know when he's going to go, but when he does, it's kind of reaction time as to when he starts that drive. Knoll inside to DeGroat. DeGroat up and under, yes. Makes it 5 on the night for him. Halfway through the second quarter, 33-16 Lincoln. That's going to be Kaler. Step back pass. That's going to come back out. This is going to be Gavin Smith working against Edison Knoll. Now kicks it back out. That's going to be Johnson. McCarty. McCarty now going to drive toward the hoop. Goes up against Schaefer and scores. McCarty now with 7 on the night as Krempke's now tries to go, returns to the game, and that's Schaefer going to the hoop and will draw the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul there goes against McCarty. That's his second, and that will put Lincoln into the bonus for the remainder of the second quarter. 15-point lead for the Lincoln Patriots. And Brody Schaefer, 65% free throw shooter, and he'll hit the first one here as Luke Krempke comes back into the game. And it will be Isaiah Tier taking a seat. So the starting 5 back in for the Patriots. And Schaefer makes it 8 on the night. And it makes it a 17-point lead for the Patriots as the Patriots continue to apply pressure in the backcourt. Johnson gets it over. And this will be Bauer bringing the ball up. Gets it across half court. Inside to Tetzlaff. Back out to McCarty. Cross court to Johnson. 16 to shoot. Tetzlaff. McCarty takes the pick. Gets it to Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff meets Krempke, and no. Krempke does a good shot of just misdirecting that, but that shot to DeGroat with the rebound there, and it will end up out of bounds at the other end of the floor. Ball will stay with Lincoln. 2:58 to go in the second. Inbound pass comes into DeGroat. DeGroat steps back behind the three-point arc and will reset the offense with Sam Erickson. Takes the pick from Krempke. Down to DeGroat. DeGroat tries to drive baseline and is going to get called for the offensive foul. Made a little contact there on that first step drive. He'll pick up his third foul of the evening, and that will prompt Luke Hanneman to put DeAndre Painter back into the game for him. Although that's not a bad substitute to have, and even though he's got 2 fouls himself, he's also got 6 points on the night. Long pass to get it across half court. Johnson Now comes back. This is going to be McCarty. McCarty inside. This is going to be Winston Plummer. Plummer, as Krempke's mistimes his jump a bit, but allows Plummer to hit that shot. Makes it 35-20. Schaefer drives to the hole. No. And ball bounds, I believe, out of bounds. Maybe there's a foul. I'm not sure. I don't see anybody calling a foul, so it's going to be Brookings' ball. Plummer with 5 points on the evening. He does average 7.5 per game. Long inbound pass to Johnson. Mishandled on the second pass. And that one's winged back to DeAndre Painter. Painter over to Schaefer. Schaefer for three from the right side. No. And Plummer will pick up that rebound with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. 35-20, Lincoln with the lead. McCarty spins around Schaefer, goes through the lane, and floats it in. McCarty, Brookings' leading scorer, 9 points on this night. He averages 10.4 for the season per game. Krempke's from the outside. Yes! Leave him open long enough, he'll hit one of those. As Krempke's now makes it 38-22, and that's 9 points for him on this evening. That one's not, and that pass is knocked away. Sam Erickson, deep three. That's not going to go. As here comes McCarty the other way. And Schaefer is going to get called for the block this time. A little foot shuffle. All it took. He tried to draw the charge. As Schaefer will get his first foul of the evening. His fourth, the team's fourth. As Winston Plummer will take a seat. Gavin Smith now on the court for the Brookings Bobcats. 16-point lead here for Lincoln. A little bit of bodies flying around there before the inbound pass. And that one is a three-point shot from Johnson. That does not go. Now fast break the other way. Here's Johnson to Krempke's to Painter. Painter from the outside doesn't hit that. Knoll tried to go up for the rebound. Whistle blew before the rebound could be taken. And Knoll will take that foul. So that's his first, and that puts Brookings into the bonus. So 1:08 remaining, both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the second quarter. And at the line, Gavin Smith for the Brookings Bobcats. He is a 100% free throw shooter. He hasn't shot very many of them, and he hits this one. 2.4 points per game for him as Justin Bilal comes in for Painter. And I think Brookings right now, they're just trying not to let this game get completely away from them before halftime. Second shot also good. 2 points for Gavin Smith. 14-point lead for Lincoln with a minute to go in the first half. Erickson to Bilal. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer going to try to drive the lane. No, he gets it to Krempke's. Krempke's gets it to Knoll. Knoll with the fadeaway. Good. Knoll with his first 2 points on the evening. Lincoln backs off the pressure a little bit. That one's knocked away by Knoll. Bilal's now fighting for the ball, and they're going to call this one a jump ball. That will go to Lincoln. 40.5 seconds to go before halftime. And Lincoln will have the ball with a 16-point lead. And Bilal makes that inbound pass to Brody Schaefer. Schaefer, of course, one of the state's leading assist people from Class AA. Erickson inside to Bilal. Bilal up with the shot. No. That is going to be bouncing around, and Brookings pulls down the rebound. Fast break the other way. Kicks it back out, and there's Drew Johnson. They're going to try to maybe play for a last shot here. I'm not sure. 17 seconds to go. Shot clocks are off. That's going to be Gavin Smith. Johnson. Can't quite set the pick. 4 seconds to go, and a whistle blows. Stepped out of bounds. Lincoln ball. 3 seconds to go. So you do have time to make at least one pass here before you can shoot it. And Schaefer just going to hit the ground running. He'll fire one up, and that's going to go off the side of the backboard. No good. We're at halftime here at the Lincoln Gym. Lincoln leading the Brookings Bobcats 40-24. We'll be back in a bit with the halftime with a halftime report. For now, we'll take a break.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, One pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
And welcome back to the Lincoln Gym as we are at halftime here, just treated to a performance from the Lincoln High School drill team. They did a wonderful job here at halftime. 40-24, the Lincoln Patriots, the boys team, leading the Brookings Bobcats. So far at halftime, not totally unexpected, but Lincoln, for their part, in Brookings, the girls team have been putting on a little bit of a show there in Brookings as they are just going into the start of the third quarter. Brookings leading that game up there in Brookings 30-22. Brody Schaefer and Luke Kremges have been the stars here for tonight for the Lincoln Patriots, scoring 8 and 9 respectively so far. As well as it's going to be Brody McCarty with 9 points on the Brookings sideline as well. A little bit of fouls going on there in the second quarter. Got to clean that up just a little bit, but not all fouls are bad fouls. As Luke Hanneman now is discussing things with his coaching staff as we watch the shoot around to start the second half. 40-24. It will be Brookings ball when we pick this back up. As we see there, Brookings a little bit of hard luck this season. Like I said, they're 0-13. Right now, 38% shooting for the Brookings Bobcats, 62 for Lincoln. From three-point land, it's only 30 for Lincoln, but it's a great season when you can say only 30 from Lincoln from three-point land. 13 to 10 in rebounds for Lincoln on that one, and 9 assists for the Lincoln Patriots as well, causing 10 turnovers from the Brookings Bobcats as opposed to the 4 from the Lincoln Patriots. Those are your team stats as we go into the second half as well. The Brookings Bobcats, like I said, they're coming off a 79-49 loss on Tuesday to the Sioux Falls Washington Warriors. Like I said, they haven't won a game yet this season, but like I said, they've been in a lot of them. From here, the Brookings Bobcats, they're going to go to Roosevelt on the 11th, on next Tuesday. And they're a 5-9 team there, and then on Friday of next week, they will be hosting the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers, who are also 5-9 at the moment. Lincoln, it's going to be a little while before we broadcast after tonight. It's going to be the 15th. Will be our next broadcast here on Live Ticket TV. That will be a game against Pierre on a Saturday evening. And in fact, we'll actually have 2 games that particular day. We got an afternoon game for the girls. They'll be hosting the Brandon Valley Lynx. And then at 7 p.m., we'll have the Pierre Governors coming into this gym to face the boys team. So that'll be our next broadcast. As far as the upcoming schedule for Sioux Falls Lincoln, after this one, they head to O'Gorman. That's going to be a double header with the boys and girls teams there on Tuesday night at O'Gorman. Lincoln won that first game by quite a margin here. That was our first broadcast here on Live Ticket TV for Lincoln basketball. That one ended up with a running clock. 14th, Valentine's Day. Next Friday night, they will be in Brandon Valley. That should be a very good game, as Brandon Valley is the new number 1 team in Class AA for the boys. So that'll be a number 1 versus number 2 tilt there at the Brandon Valley gym. And then, of course, the 15th, that'll be our next broadcast as the Pierre Governors come into town to face the Lincoln Patriots. Lincoln will start the second half with the same starting 5 as they opened the first half with. It'll be Edison Knoll, Sam Erickson, Sam DeGroat, Brody Schaefer, Luke Kremges will be the starting 5 in the second half for Luke Hanneman and the Lincoln Patriots. On the other side for Mike McCarty over there with the Brookings Bobcats, looks like they're sending out their starting 5 as well. Jonas Huntemer, Brody McCarty, Jace Bauer, Drew Johnson, Bergen Tetzlaff. Again, Brody McCarty has scored 9. That's the team leader for, in fact, that's actually tied for game lead for the Brookings Bobcats. Luke Kremges has 9 for the Lincoln Patriots, and he leads the way for the home team. Brookings will start with the ball as they switched ends, and we're ready to start the third quarter as the inbound pass comes to Drew Johnson. He'll work against DeGroat. Rotated back around a few times, and now it'll be Johnson with the ball left side, gets it into Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff working now against Kremges. He goes up with a shot and hits off the glass and in. As just like the first half, Brookings scores the first 2 points of the second half. 40-26, Lincoln holding a 14-point lead as Schaefer kicks it back out to Erickson. Takes the pick from Knoll. Pops up from the three-point land, and that's going to go around and out and pulled down by Bergen Tetzlaff. Brookings again with the ball. Tetzlaff mishandles it but picks it back up. Johnson now with the ball. Stops and pops from the three-point line. Yes. Drew Johnson now makes it 5 on the evening, and now a 5-0 run to start the second half for the Brookings Bobcats. DeGroat. Back out to Knoll, kicks it around to Erickson. Now back out to Schaefer. Schaefer drives to the lane, and he will draw the foul. And the foul will go against Brody McCarty. That'll be his second, the team's first of the second half. Just over a minute gone here in the third quarter, 40-29, Lincoln Patriots leading. Schaefer again with the ball, kicks it out to Erickson as Lincoln will reset their offense. Gets it into Kremges. Kremges kicks it back out. Schaefer for 3. Off the front of the rim and out, and DeGroat fighting for that rebound, but can't pull it away from Jace Bauer as fast break going to the Brookings Bobcats. Huntemer resets the offense for the Bobcats. And three-point shot from McCarty. That doesn't go. Tetzlaff on the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson has to pull up. Gets it into Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff down low. Now kicks it back out. And This will be Jones Huntemer, and he'll hit that one as he collects the ball again and collects himself. 7-0 lead. That's going to be a 7-0 run to start the second half now for the Brookings Bobcats. 40-31. Lincoln still holding a 9-point lead. Schaefer to Krepjes. He'll stop and pop the open three. That doesn't go. And that'll be Edison Knoll, not quite. And Huntemer will pick it up in the corner. And Brookings has a chance to extend this run. Just before he goes out of bounds, that's going to be McCarty kicking the ball into Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff has to collect the ball again as Brookings resets. 20 seconds to shoot. Huntemer to Johnson. McCarty going to try to drive underneath the hoop. Kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson for three. Yes. Johnson makes it 2 3-pointers to start the second half. He's got 8. And the Brookings Bobcats have opened the second half with a 10-0 run, and that prompts Luke Hanneman to call timeout to try to cool this off. 5:17 to go in the third quarter. Lincoln holding a 40-34 lead, but trying to stem the tide. As you can see him quite animated down talking to his starters. And try to hopefully move their feet and try to get in front of that ball a little bit more. As Brookings, they've been taking good shots, they've gotten good passes, and we've seen it here to open the second half with a 10-0 run to start the second half. So we'll see what Coach Hanneman has in store for the Lincoln Patriots. He's going to try to fire this team up. Don't see anybody going to the scores table yet. Same 5 come out for the Lincoln Patriots. Well, Lincoln was put in a similar situation with the Mitchell game. That was their first loss of the year. When the other team just started doing whatever they wanted, they started pushing Lincoln around down underneath the boards. Brookings has a few players that could possibly do that. So no substitutions for either side. As Brookings also comes out with their starting 5. Lincoln with the ball in the front court. Here's Schaefer, kicks it over to Erickson. Now to Krepjes. Krepjes, a little bit too deep underneath. He's going to go to DeGroat. DeGroat gets blocked. He picks up his own rebound, goes up, and will go to the line for 2. And that's one of the keys to victory sometimes, is just finding your way to the foul line, which is great, but now you got to hit those free throws. DeGroat does that at about a 72% clip this season, and he hits this one. And that'll be Gavin Smith going into the game as Jones Huntemer with his 3 fouls. He picked up that last foul. He will take a seat. That's Brookings' second on the night, and DeGroat hits the second, so 8-point lead for the Lincoln Patriots as Lincoln now applies the pressure on the inbound pass. Smith gets it knocked away. Schaefer has to pick up his dribble, goes to DeGroat. DeGroat fights toward the rim. He can't get it. And that one's pulled down by McCarty, and McCarty gets it stolen away from Schaefer. Schaefer to Knoll, and officials pointed toward the Brookings bench, but I'm not quite sure what's going on. That might be an inadvertent whistle. It looked like he thought that Brookings coach Mike McCarty might have tried to call timeout there. Possibly a warning of some sort, I'm not sure. But in any event, Sam DeGroat under the hoop. They finds it wide open. And now Brookings calls the timeout. I think. No, whistles underneath the hoop, but Mike McCarty quite animated there toward the officials. Now McCarty will go ahead and call the timeout. That's the full timeout. So that's their third timeout. So right now Lincoln's got 4 timeouts remaining. Brookings has 2. Lincoln holding a 10-point lead as DeGroat just hit that last layup underneath the hoop. He's got 9 on the night. That's tied for game high with Luke Krepjes, also has 9 all in the first half, and Brody McCarty, who has 9. So that's 3 players in this game, 2 for Lincoln, 1 for Brookings, that have 9 points so far in the evening. Lincoln stemmed the tide. They got 4 points. They got 4 points back after Brookings opened the second half with a 10-0 run. 4:44 remaining in the third quarter on this one. So again, Hanneman sends back out his starting 5. Does not go to the bench real quick. It will be Lincoln ball underneath the hoop. Schaefer will be making the inbound pass as now Mike McCarty sends back out his troops. As he sends out McCarty, Bauer, Johnson, Tetzlaff, and Gavin Smith. They're in a double to Grote right away underneath the hoop. And they will get it to DeGroat anyway. DeGroat up and under with the little hook. Yes! DeGroat makes it 11 on the evening. Lincoln now on a 6-0 run. Once again applying pressure. Noel almost knocks that one away. Gavin Smith loses control of the ball. He does collect it, but now faces 2 Lincoln defenders. Gets it across the half-court line. Now gets it back. Johnson inside to Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff on the block. Kicks it back out to McCarty. Now back out to Johnson. McCarty again. Tetzlaff working against Krepjes underneath the hoop. Now kicks it back out. That's blocked by Schaefer. Going back up with a shot is Jace Bauer, and he will hit it from just inside the free throw line. Bauer now with 4 on the night. It's 46-36. Lincoln with the lead. Erickson inside to Krepjes. Now back to Schaefer. DeGroat slashing his way to the hoop, receiving that pass and hitting the shot, making it 13 on the night. 48-36, Lincoln with a 12-point lead. Smith almost lost control of the ball again, and this time a foul in the backcourt, as it was McCarty trying to get the ball across the half-court line. They're going to get Schaefer on that one. And so Erickson and Krepjes will take seats. Isaiah Tier and DeAndre Painter will enter the game for the Lincoln Patriots. Also into the game, John Kaler will go in for Brookings, as it will be Jace Bauer going to come out for a little breather. Kaler with the ball. Kicks it over to the corner. That's going to be Huntemer. Looks for one slashing passer. Doesn't quite take that one. Goes around Painter. Tries to go up and under. He will draw a foul. And I think they're going to get DeGroat on this one. Nope, they're going to get Painter on this one. So Painter going to pick up his 3rd foul. Team will pick up their 2nd. 3:23 remaining 3rd quarter. Lincoln holding a 12-point lead, and this is Jones Huntemer. Excuse me, that's going to be Brody McCarty at the line, who will hit the first shot. 10 points for him on the evening. That is Brookings' leading scorer. Like I said, he scores 10.4 per game. Bergen Tetzlaff, who usually scores 10 in a game, he's been held to 6 so far. And make it 11 for McCarty. Lincoln with a 10-point lead. And Schaefer bringing the ball up as Hanneman sends Bilal to the scorers table. Noel from 3 from the corner. Yes! Nice stroke from the corner there for Edison Noel. He's got 5. Kaler loses control of the ball. Now Tier's going to harass him. Tier knocks it away, and that will stay with Brookings. Great job by Isaiah Tier staying with that play as soon as Kaler lost control of the ball. Now Lincoln's going to bring some pressure as Noel will take a seat and Bilal will go in. Justin Bilal, 6'4", junior forward. We've got a lot to look forward to him at the rest of this year and also next year with these Lincoln Patriots. Kaler. Tier's right on top of him all the way down the court. Goes up with a shot. He does hit it anyway. He goes right over to Grote with that shot. And Kaler gets his first 2 points of the evening. Painter slashes toward the hoop, loses control of the ball. Tier's right there to pick it up, though. He stops and hops. And Isaiah Tier hits the shot. He's got 4. Bergen Tetzlaff up and under. He'll get it and the foul. Tetzlaff now with 8 on the night. DeGroat will pick up his 4th foul, so that's a little bit of foul trouble there for Lincoln, as it will be Krepjes coming into the game, and DeGroat will take a seat. A little unlike DeGroat to get into foul trouble this early, but it'll be Lincoln's 3rd foul of the 3rd quarter. 2:26 remaining, 3rd quarter. Tetzlaff at the line. Tetzlaff hits, he's a little bit lacking in the free throw department, 51.7%. He does hit this one, though. Completes a 3-point play, makes it a 10-point lead for Lincoln. Schaefer Bilal. Comes back to Painter. Painter goes right around Kaler and tried to challenge Winston Plummer there under the hoop. It will be Winston Plummer picking up the foul as DeAndre Painter will go to the line for 2. So that'll be Brookings' 3rd foul. Hits the first. Over in Brookings with the girls' game. Unfortunately, Lincoln had an early 9-7 lead, but they have since fallen behind. Brookings leading that game 51-27 in the 3rd quarter. Painter at the line for a second. That one also goes. 12-point lead for Lincoln late in the 3rd. And some more pressure coming from the Patriot defense. John Kaler runs that one across the half-court line. Now picks up his dribble near the baseline. Tries to get it back to McCarty. McCarty in trouble. He gets it back to Kaler. Kaler's going to go all the way across on the baseline. Loses control of the ball. Isaiah Tier kind of helped that a little bit. And it will stay with Brookings. Minute 54 remaining. Inbound pass comes to Tetzlaff. Now it comes back to, looks like that was Jace Bauer. He can't quite hit that. Painter now with the ball. Coming back the other way for Lincoln. He's going to drive through the lane. Goes to Bilal. Bilal from the corner. No. That is going to be rebound by Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff loses control of it. Painter picks it back up. Now he's going to go to the rack. And we'll draw a foul, and Painter will find his way back to the free throw line with a minute 34 remaining in the 3rd. Tetzlaff will pick that one up. It's the 2nd. And the team's 4th. Lincoln trying to extend this to possibly a 14-point lead. Painter can't quite hit the first. And one substitute for both sides is Brody Schaefer will take a seat for Lincoln. Edison Knoll returns to the game. And it will be Gavin Smith coming back into the game for Tetzlaff for Brookings. Painter on his second shot. That one, can't quite hit that one. Krentges couldn't quite control the offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds. Tried to wing it off of a Brookings player, but that one didn't quite happen before he stepped out of bounds, so it'll be Brookings' ball as Sam Erickson comes back into the game for DeAndre Painter for the Patriots. And the Patriots are going to apply some pressure here to this inbound pass. That comes into Kaler. He's going up against Isaiah Tier, just very much a hound of a defensive player. Kaler gets it knocked away by Tier, now pushed out of bounds, and I think they're going to get Tier on the foul on that one. 80 seconds remaining in the 3rd. That's his first foul. Team's 4th, so next foul for either side is going to be a bonus. Brookings with the inbound pass comes in to Gavin Smith. Gavin Smith had that one almost knocked away by Bilal. That one goes in, and the big Winston Plummer hits that one here. 7 points for him on the evening. Cuts the lead back to 10. Bilal. And no shot on that one. It's going to be a foul against Brookings, and that's going to go against John Kaler. He'll pick up his 3rd. And Bilal will go to the line on the bonus. So 2 shots for him. Justin Bilal, again, going into this game roughly an 87% free throw shooter. He goes up, and that will hit the first one. And it will be Kaler taking the seat as Drew Johnson returns to the game for the Brookings Bobcats. Bilal hits the second. Got them both. 12-point lead for the Lincoln Patriots, 57-45. Johnson gets the inbound pass. Now Tier takes that one away. Isaiah Tier goes to Knoll. Knoll pulls up for 3. Left side off the front of the rim, and Krempjes can't quite pull that one down. It will stay with Lincoln. It is off Brookings. Tetzlaff will now return to the game for Brookings as Gavin Smith takes a seat. 51.2 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Isaiah Tier gets the inbound pass, brings it back to Edison Knoll. Now to Krentges. And that's Erickson. Erickson from the right side. Yes. He hits the three-pointer, makes it 6 points for him on the evening. Sam Erickson, he hits those three-pointers at a 40% clip in this season. And that one taken away by Tier. Tier up with the shot. He'll go to the line for two with now 27 seconds remaining in the third. And that foul goes against Jace Bauer. It's his second. Isaiah Tier hits free throws at about a 62% clip. Averages 10.5 minutes a game, and the first one does not go here. 15-point lead for the Lincoln Patriots. They haven't really been able to extend it, although Brookings did a great job to start the second half this quarter with a 10-0 run, which prompted a timeout from the Lincoln Patriots, and it's pretty much been between about 10 and 12 for most of the third quarter. But Lincoln's been able to extend it now to 16 points. That one knocked away by Erickson, and now Bilal on the fast break. Here goes the Tier. Isaiah Tier up. That's a little strong. Bilal on the rebound. Goes back, but he misses the shot, but he will go back to the free throw line. And that one goes against Brody McCarty. That's his third. As Justin Bilal, 6'4" junior forward, misses the first. And this is like one of those things you don't really think about it too much during the regular season, especially when you've had the regular season that Lincoln has. 11-1. They've 30-pointed a few teams along the way. But these last second three free throws, as you go into the rest of February and on into the playoffs in March, those are going to become increasingly important to close out games. Drew Johnson, last possession. He's going to try to get one back to the point and ends up overshooting. He ends up overshooting Brody McCarty, and that ends up in the bleachers. So DeAndre Painter will check into the game for Lincoln here before this last inbound pass of the third quarter, as Luke Kremkes will take a seat. 3.2 seconds to go in the third. Wings it into Justin Bilal. Bilal's going to try to drive to the hoop. He goes up and under. Can't quite hit that. We're at the end of three here at the Lincoln High Gym. Lincoln leading 42-35. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on Live Ticket TV.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
And back to the Lincoln Gym. It is Lincoln High basketball on Live Ticket TV. I am Bruce Andera, and we are about ready to start the fourth quarter. Lincoln Patriots opening with a 17-point lead over the Brookings Bobcats, and one of the only other games going on tonight on the boys' side is going to be at West Central. West Central number 4 in Class A, as that pass gets knocked away, and Lincoln will retain possession. But right now, that is West Central leading 39-32 over T. Up in Brookings, where the girls are playing, where the Lincoln girls are playing up there in Brookings. That one, of course, Brookings, unfortunately, Brookings, that one, they've got a pretty large lead there in the fourth quarter as well, as Bilal goes up with that one a little bit strong, and Brookings has the rebound. McCarty goes up against the double team. He'll go to the line. That shot will not fall. About 20 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter, as it will be Justin Bilal picking up his second foul. And McCarty leading Brookings with 11 points on the night, at the line for two. First one's good. Well, we encourage you over on 605 Sports on YouTube. Very similar network to what we have here on Live Ticket TV. But inside the 605 every Wednesday night, Jason Andera will give you all the high school basketball you could ever, all the high school basketball previews, reviews, everything you could ever understand, all things South Dakota high school basketball. Sam Erickson hits the three there. Everything you could possibly want out of South Dakota high school basketball. Conversations with a 605 Sports Ryan Deal every week, Wednesday night on 605 Sports on YouTube. As Tetzlaff brings that one back in for the Brookings Bobcats. 65-49, Lincoln leading here, early fourth quarter. About a minute gone. Erickson pulls up for three. Yes! Makes it 12 on the night for Sam Erickson. He is Lincoln's leading scorer on the season. Cross-court pass there. That's getting down to the corner. That one is no good by Jace Bauer and picked up by Lincoln. Here's Sam Erickson bringing the ball back for the Patriots. DeAndre Painter from the right side goes up. No, he can't get that to fall. And Brookings now with the ball again. McCarty goes up strong to the hoop. And that's kind of what Brookings has to do. Little victories. If they want to try to pull their way back into this game, little victories like that, and you do that a lot of times. Edison Knoll for three. That's off the front of the rim. Erickson pulls down the rebound here. And a fresh 35 for the Patriots. Schaefer. Down to Knoll. Erickson pops it from the right side from the three-point line. No. Rebound comes into Huntemer, and we're going back Brookings' way. Just over 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. 68-51. Lincoln with a 17-point lead. Pass comes down low to Tetzlaff, and he ends up losing control of the ball. DeGroat and Isaiah Tier will return to the game as Bilal and DeAndre Painter will take their seats. Brookings underneath the hoop, making the inbound pass. That comes in. Firing is Bauer. Bauer can't get that to go. DeGroat on the rebound. And here comes Schaefer. Erickson takes the pick from DeGroat. Tried to go on the pick and roll there, but DeGroat wasn't quite ready for that. And ends up getting picked off by Huntemer. Huntemer back the other way. Here's McCarty, and there's a foul away from the ball. It looks like Schaefer pretty much ran over Jace Bauer there on a pick. And, yeah, they're going to get Schaefer on that one. That's his third. Team's first of the fourth quarter. 5:23 remaining in this one. 68-51. Comes into Johnson. Being guarded by Isaiah Tier. Tier ends up getting picked. And a three-point attempt there from Jace Bauer. That does not go. Erickson on the rebound. And it looks like we have a little transition play the other way. Knoll tries to drive baseline, gets it to Tier. Tier kicks it out to Schaefer. Schaefer for three. Yes! Brody Schaefer makes it 11 on the night, and that makes it 3 Lincoln players with over 10 points this evening. And that one tried to get it to Bauer. Bauer couldn't handle it, and that was picked off by Erickson. Erickson ends up trying a little fast break move there, and that ball ends up out of bounds coming back toward Brookings. Luke Kremke coming back into the game for Schaefer. It'll be John Kaler returning to the game for Brookings, as well as Gavin Smith and Winston Plummer, all entering the game for the Bobcats. Inbound pass comes to Kaler. Almost runs past, now draws the double team. Gets it down to Gavin Smith, now back up to Huntemer. Johnson rotates it around right side to Kaler, now kicks it into Smith. Smith almost mishandles that. Back out to Huntemer. Johnson for three from the left side. Yes, nothing but net there. Johnson now has a team high 11 for the Brookings Bobcats, 71-54. Lincoln holding a 17-point lead halfway through the fourth. Edison Knoll hanging out back by the half-court line. Gets it to DeGroat. Now to Kremke, now back to Knoll. Inside to DeGroat. DeGroat Drawing the double team down there, gets it to Krepke's. Krepke's up and under. Has a nice little lay in there for 2 points. As he now has 13 on the night, and it's going to be a 19-point lead. Kaler drives in, kicks it back out. Smith for 3, yes. Brookings has found a few spots. Makes it a 16-point lead with 3.5 to go. Edison Knoll. Drawing the defensive Johnson. DeGroat to Kremges. Kremges working against Plummer. Plummer laying off sagging on the defense. Knoll gets it into Kremges. Kremges a little bit too deep under the hoop. Kicks it back out to Edison Knoll. Knoll now going to try to drive in. Finds Tier at the top of the key. He goes for 3. No. Johnson tries to go to McCarty, and that ends up out of bounds, as it will be Schaefer and Bilal coming back into the game for the Lincoln Patriots. As it will be Knoll and Erickson leaving the game. Also returning to the game here, looks like Johnson will take a seat. Jones-Huntemer returns to the game for Brookings. Just under 3 to play here at Lincoln High School. Schaefer. Back out to DeGroat. Tier. Trying to direct traffic from the right side. Inside to DeGroat. DeGroat near the baseline, now trying to work toward the block. He goes up, with a foul called before the shot could happen, with 2.5 to go. And that is Gavin Smith picking up his first foul of the evening. Team's first of the fourth quarter, and DeGroat to the line for 2. Sam DeGroat, 13 points on the evening. Not quite a game high. That belongs to Brody McCarty with 15. And that makes it 14 now for DeGroat. Isaiah Tier takes a seat as Edison Knoll returns to the game. Gavin Smith will also take a seat for Brookings. And DeGroat makes it 15, so we have co-game highs here at Lincoln tonight. Brody McCarty and Sam DeGroat both with 15. They're your leading scorers. Kicks that one out to McCarty. McCarty working against Bilal. Tries to get it down to Winston Plummer. Manages to get it back to the outside to reset the offense. Kaler inside. Tetzlaff goes up, gets the shot and the foul. He's been really good at doing that. And I believe that's going to be it for DeGroat. That's going to be his 5th foul. Tetzlaff makes it 13 on the night. And Sam DeGroat leaves the game with 15 points, as he is fouled out with 2:09 to go in this one. Bilal will also take a seat for Sam Erickson. Painter's back into the game for DeGroat. At the line, Bergen Tetzlaff. And he'll hit that one. Make it 14 for him. 15-point lead for Lincoln, 75-60. As we approach the 2-minute mark, the clock hasn't started yet, but that's going to be Knoll. Knoll gets that one swatted by Plummer, but Plummer's going to pick up the foul. I think he was leaning a little bit too far forward there. 2:03 remaining in the game. The clock did start there probably a few seconds late, but shot up, shot good. Edison Knoll makes it 6 on the evening. That's about what his points per game average is. He's 5.9 going into this one. Like I said, he may not score a lot, but he does a lot of the intangible things, both defensively and offensively, that keep this train rolling. 17-point lead for Lincoln. Just under 2 to play. Kaler picks up his dribble. Looks for somewhere to go with the ball. Finally gets it over to Huntemer. Huntemer now inside. That's going to be Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff awaits the 2 jumpers, and unfortunately one of them got to Tetzlaff on the shot, so Tetzlaff will go to the line for 2. Krempjes will pick up the foul. That's his 2nd, team's 4th. Minute 45 remaining. Plummer And that's going to be an offensive foul as Kremkes was pretty much a statue there. Plummer's going to pick up his third. And Coach McCarty wants an explanation from somebody, whether it's the official or Plummer himself. We don't know. And a technical foul against Plummer was called. Not completely sure of the reason for that, but either way, Erickson will take the foul shot, and that first one does not go. Plummer now has 4 fouls on the night. 77-60, Lincoln with the lead. And, Erickson missed them both. So Lincoln will have the ball at midcourt. 101 seconds to go in this one. Schaefer working against John Kaler. Gets it to Kremkes. Back out to Knoll. Over to Schaefer. Low to Kremkes. Kremkes going to go to Knoll. Knoll goes to the free throw line. He will shoot. No, it's not going to go. Tetzlaff pulls down the rebound, and we have a whistle. And Edison Knoll will pick up his second foul. And we'll go to and Tetzlaff will go to the free throw line. And that will put Brookings into the bonus. First shot misses. Lincoln now has 4 players over 10 points, including the fouled out Sam DeGroat. Second shot also missed. Huntimer picks up that rebound. Drives inside. He'll get the foul and the shot. And I believe they'll get Kremkes there on the blocking foul. Score was McCarty, excuse me. Knoll picks up the foul. That's his third. McCarty at the line. He's got a game high 17. Misses the free throw, and that's going to be picked up by Knoll. Goes over to Schaefer. Looks like Lincoln's probably going to win this one and run the record to 12-1, but Painter now with the ball. Tries to drive in, and that's going to be McCarty picking up his 4th foul. Just under a minute to go in this one. And Painter will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. 15-point lead here for Lincoln, 77-62. Hits this one, makes it 16. Second one also good. Painter now with 10. That's 5 Lincoln players with 10 or more points tonight on this game. So right now 4 of the players on the court. Sam Erickson, DeAndre Painter, Brody Schaefer, Luke Kremkes, all with 10 points. Sam DeGroat fouled out. He's got Lincoln's team high with 13, as that will be Jace Bauer to the line with 44.6 to go. Kremkes will pick up that foul. It's his third. Both teams in the bonus here. As we run down this final minute of the game, Jace Bauer has 6 points on the evening. Brookings has been led by their usual suspects, Brody McCarty, Burke and Tetzlaff, 17 and 14 points respectively for those two. First shot was good, second shot also good. And they'll make it a 15-point advantage for Lincoln here with 44 seconds to go. Knoll, Erickson to Schaefer. Once again, our next broadcast here on Lincoln.liveticket.tv, as that ball's batted away. We stay with Lincoln. Our next broadcast on Lincoln.liveticket.tv is February 15th, Saturday, February 15th. We've got 2 games, girls game at 2 against Brandon Valley, and a boys game at 7 against Pierre, as Kremkes will hit that one, make it 13 points. So that's you got a little over a week on that one, but Lincoln's got 2 big ones coming before that against O'Gorman and against Brandon Valley. Both of those games on the road, so we'll see how they do there as McCarty misses. Whistle blows with 4.7 to go. Lincoln's going to come away with their 12th victory here tonight. They are up 81-64. Kremkes now has tied with team high for 13. And that one's going to be Tetzlaff missing that one. They'll let that one go out. That's it for this one. Your Lincoln Patriots win this one. 81-64. They will go to 12-1, defeating the Brookings Bobcats, who dropped to 0-14. For all of us here at Live Ticket TV, Memphis, Ashland, Carly, we thank you all for watching and have a very good night.